Stampers, Deb Valder here, back with another video for you. And today I'm going to show you how to do this adorable little vintage truck. You can make it into a 3D gift giving kind of thing, or for what I did here was I put it on a card and it just came out so cute. I made it very vintagey, but you can make it any way that you want. You can use it for any occasion that you want. It's just a really sweet little card. So what I'm going to do right now is show you how to put this together, and then what I'm going to do is show you how to make it into a little 3D project so that you can use them for your holiday tables. This is cute with Thanksgiving Day things in it, pumpkins. You could put a Christmas tree in there. You could actually put a Christmas tree in here. You can put your pumpkins, your turkeys, whatever you want in the back of your little truck and make it for whatever holiday you want it for. Little chickens or things for Easter. Really just cute little things. But this one I decided to do at Christmas time and to show you how to do a little vintage truck. It would be adorable with die cut trees in there also, just hanging out, coming back from doing your Christmas tree cutting. So let's just show you how to put the truck together. I did do a little variation on this wheel because I wanted it to be a little bit more vintagey, and I will show you how to do that. The pieces that I added above and beyond this set right here, which is our this is our vintage car set right here. And what I did was, these are part of the wheels and these are part of the wheels. But what I did was I added a few extra pieces. So let me show you what I did with that. I added let me see here, some circles. Okay, so that little tiny circle right there is the red part. I wanted this to look like a white wall tire, so I did that. And then I also added a 1-inch circle punch to go along with that, and that is the white part. You'll see that, or I'm sorry, that's the black part. You'll see that when you do these, it actually either embosses or cuts out for you. So this is the way they wanted you to do the truck wheels. And this is the way I did them. You could do them either way. Like I said, these are just a few added pieces that I had, things that I had in the shop. So I decided to make a white wall tire out of it. I thought it came out really adorable. So let me just push this aside for just one moment. Let me just show you a couple other things before I do that though. You'll notice that in here I have some snow drifts. I used a lot from this this die set right here. It's so pretty. This was the one I did a couple days ago with the lamp post in it and the bench. You have to go check it out on Teaspoon of Fun. It's just awesome. But these are the snow drifts right here. I also used the wreath and the bows from there. So you'll see that on the wreaths I have the bows, and also on the presents I have the bows. But there are, and I also used the little cardinal from inside there too. All right, then the other thing that I wanted to show you was the background. This is the background that I used for this. It is a slimline, but you'll notice that I did cut it down to fit this mini slimline. But this truck also fits on a regular A2 card, which is your normal size card. All right, so I wanted to show you that. And then these little tabs right here are a huge seller in the shop. So let me just show you. We have ones that say thank you and happy birthday, but These are all the brand new ones in the shop that are the holiday ones, okay? So this is a set right here. You get 40 of these in here. They're pre-foiled for you, so they're very, very elegant. They come in white and black. This is the one I used today. Now you can also, and you'll notice on some of my other posts in Teaspoon of Fun, that you'll notice that I've actually burnished some color on with my distressed oxides. So you can also do that. So they come in white and black. Very, very elegant because they are foiled and you don't have to do any of the foiling. You just pop them on there. And then here are some of our round ones, okay? So make sure you check those out. If you go into the shop and you just type in the search button tabs, T-A-B-S, you'll notice that a whole bunch of them come up, all right? So now let's just show you how easy this thing is. A couple of things that you are going to definitely want. You're going to definitely want the jewel picker, and you notice I put that on all my posts. You're also going to want a jewel pick or retractable pick, and I do use my 6-inch scissors all the time. And to clean myself up, I always use my little vacuum. Okay, I'm also going to be using my glue press right here. I just love this. So you're going to see me using those tools a lot in this. All right, so here is your base right here. Sometimes you need these tabs, sometimes you don't. For this card, we don't, so I'm going to take my 6-inch scissors and I'm just going to cut off the tab right here. Okay, I kind of round up the little corner right there. You're going to cut off the front one. Very super simple. Now, you'll notice that I used glossy cardstock for this. We do have this in the shop. This is black, but it comes in red. The next one that I'm going to show you is our red glossy one. You see? And I'm going to make this into that 3D truck right there. But for right now, we're using the black. I just cut off the tab on the front and the back. You're not going to need those. So you can just throw those away. All right, let me get this out of the way so that I do not get glue on it. So let's bring this out. All right, there is a picture on my blog showing you how many to cut of each one also. So I think that's very important. But here's your base. All right, it is so easy. I just cut out 10 so I can make 10 trucks, but you can just sit there all night long, cut out, and then put your things together as you have time, all right? Or you can just put them in little baggies, and when you need them, take them out, glue them together, because this is so fast. All right, so what you want to do is work from the bottom up. I'm going to bring the card back in here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to actually put my my wheels together, all right? So this is the wheel that I did for the... This is the wheel that I did with the white wall, but remember, if you wanted to, you could do this one. I didn't want to do that because it would be black on black, and even though that looks nice, I thought it was too much black. All right, so I'm just going to put these aside. I will save them for another one of my cars, and I'm going to use that actually on the red one. All right, so let's put our wheels together. So I usually start from the bottom up. So I'm just going to take and turn over both of these and add some adhesive to that and to that one. Now, if I was doing 10 of these, I would have them all lined out, which I did, and then just put them all on at the same time. All right, now what you're going to do is just center this. I just kind of slide it until it's in the center. Same way with this one. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to put our next layer on. Now what you can do is actually put the glue on this piece right here. And when I'm putting my adhesive back, I put it right into my little holder so I never have to put the top on until I'm totally done. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my jewel picker and pick up this little guy right here. Swirl it around just a little bit until I get it into the right spot. Okay. I'm just centering it. Okay. And then same way with this one. If you don't have one of these jewel pickers, you need to go to the Teaspoon of Fun shop and pick it up because it is amazing. Alrighty, now we're going to take and put some more in the center right here. And you see I'm not putting a lot in there. And just add these to them. I just want to make sure it's centered, and this is where I'll tell you, I use these all the time. My jewel picker does not get a card, this one right here, or not the jewel picker, but the retractable pick. I don't make a card without using that. It is a picker for everything, okay? All right, so we're going to set these aside to dry. Those are my white wall tires, okay? And let's work on, here we go. let's work on the little lights because I don't want to lose those. They are very tiny, but I'm going to tell you they are amazing. So if I didn't want one that has the lights lit up, I could just do a plain red, or if I want them to show up shiny, like the lights are on, I would use the red mirror paper. For this one, I'm going to use the plain one. So I'm going to put this one back and use it for another card. Actually, I'll put it over with my wheels. And I'm going to use it for one of my other cards because, like I said, I have 10 of them. I have 10 of them that are already cut out. All right, so now what I'm going to do is you notice I like to add the adhesive not to the piece because then it makes it harder to put on. I'm going to take, oh, and we also need the door because I'm going to put the handle on it. Okay. All right, if I was doing 10 of these, boom, 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 all done, right? So here's the red right here. And what I'm going to do is the flat part goes, so you have rounded corners and you have flat corners. The red flat one goes toward the back of the truck. Now I'm going to take this and just straighten it right up. It also goes a lot faster if you're not talking like I am right now, so just know that. Alrighty, and then as it dries, if you need to straighten it up a little bit more, you can. All right, so the flat side is going to go to the outside right here. Right, like, whoop, too far. There we go, just like that. And then for this one right here, the rounded part goes up. And I have a little bit too much glue right there. So let's put that one on, just like this. The rounded part goes up, the flat part goes on the bottom. All right, let's just take and got a little bit too much glue on that one. I knew I did when I did it. The good thing about this glossy paper is if there are any glue marks afterwards, you can just take and wipe them off with a damp towel. Just want to straighten that little guy up there. All right, so now we have the door is done. The wheels are done. Our lights are on. The truck is almost done. All right, so now let's take and put like I said, you're working from the bottom up. So let's take and put our wheels on first. Okay. Again, I love to work from the bottom up. And putting these on. Whoops, that one's not dry yet. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'll show you in just a minute. All right, I want to put that up there like that. And then this one is going to go, I don't think I put enough glue on these two, so I'm going to just go back and put these on like this. And then I'll go back and put some more glue on, okay? Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that these are even on the bottom. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. See how even they are now? Ta-da! They're not off to one side, they're not to one. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on here and set it aside. Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty, and then we'll just let that dry. And there we go, much better. All right, now I've got the wheels on. The next thing that we're going to do is put the door on. Now the door, what I want to do is I want to lift it up a little bit, but not too much because these are going to get lifted the highest. So this is where, oh wait a minute, we got to put the running board on. What? Here we go. Ready? A little bit of glue, little bit of glue, little bit of glue. And here is our running board. Right here, we're going to pick it up with, whoop, there we go. And there we go, just like that. Okay. Don't worry about that glue that's right there because we are going to cover that with the what is that? The fender. Okay. I think that's a fender. Okay. So there's that. Now what I'm going to do is to add my door. So what I was starting to tell you is we have all sized and colors. We have black and we have white of our foam squares. Okay, so these are the thin ones right here. These are thin and these are the thicker ones. So for this door, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put thin ones on because the wheel wells or the fenders are going to be raised up even higher. So I'm going to take these little guys right here, and we have all sizes of these. We have the micro, we have the regulars. So whatever you need, we have. Okay, so we're going to add these right here. All right, and we'll put a couple of the smaller ones right here and right here. Now, I do want to take and put this on next because, like I told you, the fenders are going to go on and they're going to go up just a little bit above. So these right here are the mini or the thin ones, all right? And that you notice, I think you can notice. Let me see if I can pop it up for you just a little bit. Can you see where they actually on these? This is how easy this is. It's all embossed for you, so you know exactly where it's supposed to go. That is such a cool idea. I shouldn't say cute, that's a cool idea. And I'm just lining up window to window. I wanted to tell you about one other thing that I did that I think is pretty cool, is for the door, you do not have to cut this part out. I did for the card, but I didn't for my gift. I just wanted to show you that you could just put a piece of paper in there. It shows that you have the little steering wheel. Okay, you can put the steering wheel in. It's another cutout, but I chose not to do that on this one. So this one is raised up just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Let me see if I can show you that. Yeah, see? There you go. You can see how it's raised up just a little bit, not a whole lot. Now we're going to get to the fenders, all right? And the fenders are going to be raised up more, okay? So what I'm going to do with that is take my regular foam squares and just start sticking those on there like this, okay? So that is how you put the fenders on. A little bit fatter with the fat. Now I always tell people, if you have one set of the black fat thin micro, okay, in the strips we have black and white strips. If you have a set of the black, a set of the white in your shop, you might not use them all the time, but when you need them for a card that is that color, then you have them. All right, this one has a flat end and it has a round end. So the flat end is going to go here, the round end is going to go there. I know you would know that just by looking at it, but wanted to point that out, that there is a right side and a wrong side. Now you'll see I'm also kind of lining it up with the wheel. Isn't that the cutest? All right, and then we're going to do the same thing right here. Here's the flat end, here's the flat end, and here is the round end. And I'm just going to line that up with the round end right there and the flat end right there. And there is your truck. You would add it to your card, add whatever other elements you wanted. Let me just show you some of the, I just cut out, these are the presents. I just cut out some squares, different sizes. I cut out partial bows from that lamp set. And then I'm just going to take and snip a little piece right here, snip a little piece right here, put some adhesive right on the bottom of this. And I just use scrap. I didn't even cut out the whole bow. And then just add them. And I cut them out in a couple of different colors. I cut them out in gold, I cut them out in silver, I cut them out in rose gold, just whatever scraps I had, and attach them to my presents. All right, so I did that with all of these, and then I added them to the truck right here, and then I just put my wreaths together and decided where I wanted them. So for this little guy right here, I'm just going to take and pop him up with a couple of the little foam squares. On this one, I probably could have even gotten away with some of the micro squares. All right, so you didn't see it. I don't think you can see it from the outside, but let's see. There we go. Nope, that's good. And I'm just going to add it to my little car right here, like it's resting on this little plate right here. I don't want that one there. Let's take that one and move it, because I don't want it to be even popped up more than the wheel well. So that's the truck. Now let me show you a little variation of that one, okay? And that is the 3D part. There are two different ways to do the 3D part. Let me just clean this up. This is another must in your shop, our little vacuum. It's a little ladybug vacuum. Just make sure you go over to Teaspoon of Fun and grab that while you're doing that. And we're going to do, let me get out all my pieces for the truck. Now there's two ways to do the truck. You can do the truck so that it has just this little bed in the back, or you can take it and do it, well, let me just show you. You can take, and this is the one I'm going to show you next, is to put slats all the way up here so that you can put paper items in there. So let's say you wanted to do Easter bunnies, you could do Easter bunnies. If you wanted to do pumpkins, you could do pumpkins, but they don't have to be, it's not a box, it's more of a holder so that you can add paper elements to it. All right, so let me show you first how to put this bed, this box bed. So what you would do is you would cut out for this box, you would cut out this one and this one. So 2 of these, and all of the rest of it is the same, except, let me just show you. So we would have 2 of these right here, and then you need 2 of these, okay? These are the bed liners. And then I'm gonna show you one other thing that I added on my own, kind of like the wheels to spice it up a little bit, all right? So you're gonna take this bed, and the other thing you need in your shop is, of course, a bone folder, all right? Because with these boxes, you definitely need to have good creases. So I'm just gonna take and crease all of these, and you need 2 of these to make your truck bed, okay? So here is this little guy right here. All right, so now we have our boxes, all right? We're gonna take, and the first thing that we're gonna do is to do our bed to bed, all right? So what I mean by that is we're gonna take this one and glue it to this one. So just take one of them and put your adhesive on. And I like using, well, I just love my Nuvo glue here, but, and my little glue press. You're gonna take that and put it together, but I like using the liquid glue because it gives you more, like if I had to take and move it a little bit, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is add drops from here to here. And let me go grab some of my clothespins. You can use clothespins, you can use paper clips, you can use hair clips, you can use sewing clips, anything that you have that little alligator closure, okay? So what I did was I added adhesive there, and all I'm doing is making it nice and straight, putting my, there we go, there's that one. And that one, just to let it dry. And I do like using the, make sure it's nice and straight. You want this to be a nice square box, okay? You can even let some of your adhesive dry a little bit, not totally, but dry just a little bit, so that when you put it together, it's not so wet and it doesn't take so long for it to dry. Whoops, okay? So let's take one of our clips, put it in here like this. And we will let that dry. You can even do this before you start doing your truck, which is what I usually do, so that when you get to this part, it's already dry and you can put it in there. So now what you would do is you would take this truck, you would take one of the other ones, and you would just lay it in here. So this right here would get adhesive, right here, right here, and right here. That would get laid down right there, okay? And you would do the same thing on this side. All right, and that way there you have the bed of your truck that looks like this. I brought it all the way to the back, okay? This side doesn't need to be decorated. You can if you want to, but if you've got these at your table, you're just looking, the person is just looking at the front. They're not looking at the back. So I would not do that. Now, the other thing that I did add that is not part of the die is this piece right here. So what I did was, let me find the die and I'll show you what I cut out. So this was to make the bed liner. Remember, we cut out 2 of these. That was to make the bed liner. What I did was I cut out, just took a scrap piece of paper and I just cut out this part of it. So this was just a scrap piece of paper. And the reason I did that was because for me, this front part was too flimsy. So what I did was I cut that out. What I'm going to do is cut this off, okay? And then I just added it right here between this and this. And it's exactly the perfect size because it's the same size as the bed. But what is nice about this is that it just gives that front piece a little bit of sturdiness, okay? So that's how you make the single one. Let me show you real quick how to make the other, the one that you're going to put little paper things in there, paper things sticking up, pumpkins, Christmas trees, wreaths. You know, it could be a truck that does the wreaths. All right. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Remember, you don't have to decorate these because you're not going to see them. I am also going to cut off these tabs because I think they went tab crazy when they did that. But you do need a couple of other pieces. In your die set, you have these little skinny guys right here. You're going to need those because what those are going to do is to hold these pieces together. So this one is going to hold this piece together, okay? And then this one is going to hold this piece together. Where are we? Okay, so this one is going to hold this one together. All right. That one's going to go to that one, just like that. See how that's bigger? Okay, so let's cut off this little guy right here. And let's put adhesive on this. And that one's going to go, well, let's do it to this one because this is the front of the truck. Okay, we'll work our way backwards. All right, we're going to put that one there. We'll do the same thing on the back. We'll put one there. All righty, where's our... All right, you want to get them about the same, but you're never going to see them, so I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so those two are going to go there. They are going to get attached to this little guy right here. Okay, just like that. All right, so this one and this one are going to go forward. And let's do the back one. So this back one right here is going to go onto this one. So this one is going to go here, and I'll show you just a minute. Let's do it one at a time here. Okay, so here's this one and this one. Okay, so the next one that's going to go is this little guy right here. So these two are going to get glued. Remember, these are going forward so that they can attach to the one that's already here. So this is going to go to this right here. Okay, right there and right there. And what I do again is add a little. Okay, there's that one. Let me just grab one of my clothespins. And one of my clothespins. What would I do is you can use regular size clothespins too if you need to. But what I'm also doing when I do this is making sure that all the wheels are in line. Okay, so this one is going to go right here. Add my clothespin. Okay, so now we have the first thing where you can pop things in. Okay, so there's the first one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece right here. We're going to, you can either add these pieces to here, or you can add them to here first, okay? So I like to add them to the, and work my way up. So I'm going to, whoop, there we go. Add this little piece right here, and this little piece right here. Okay. That one is going to get added right here. And this one is going to get added right here. Okay, and then we're going to go piece to piece, remember? So this little tab is going to get glued onto this one. Let's see if I can get it so it is even. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up. See what I'm doing is lining up this piece right here, and let's take this off. I'm lining up this piece right here. Whoops. Okay, I want to take in. So this is what you have so far. Okay, so these are all lined up nice and even. And now what we're going to do is just take and add this and this. And you want to put the smaller one on the inside. So let's put some glue right here and right here. We're going to line up the truck, making sure we have the front to the back to the front. So you want to put it on the outside because that's going to get glued to this part right here. Okay. And see how that lines up so nicely? Take your little clothespin or paper clip or whatever kind of clips that you have. What kind of clips do you guys use? I love these. All right, and then this one is going to go right there like that. Let's make sure it stands up before we totally glue it. Good. All righty. So this one is going to go top to top just like that. Whoop. Okay, get my clip. There we go. So there's that one. And then we have this one over here. And now we have our 3D project. So what I have here, okay, is something so that you can take and you can add, like I said, you can add pumpkins for Christmas right now. You can add trees. You can add wreaths, okay? We can put our wreaths in there if we wanted to. We could take these little wreaths and put them in there. Wouldn't that look adorable? And then what it does is, after it dries, it folds up just like this and fits into a regular sized envelope. All right, so we have the, I put the wreaths in there and they just look so adorable. Like I said, you could fill it with pumpkins, you can fill it with Easter eggs, you can fill it whatever you want, but it just is absolutely adorable. And it does lay flat so that it does go into a regular size envelope, and it's just adorable. So that's the one with the 3 pieces in it. This is the one I did with just the bed of the truck in there, and I filled it with some nice little candies, and here it is on a card. These are so adorable and so fast. You saw how fast they were to make. So give it a try. Everything is on Teaspoon of Fun. If you go up into that little corner up there with the little eye, it'll show you how to get to our website. It's called Teaspoon of Fun. I'm also going to have the link down in the description. They are so adorable. If you have any questions, let us know. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you click on the subscribe button and hit that little bell so you know when we have another video coming. We just love having you be a part of our Teaspoon of Fun group. Take care. You have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.